Welcome. This is the start of the second series of the Grade 8 Technology and Engineering Graphics and Design Workbook tutorials. This tutorial covers orthographic and isometric principles. Starting with orthographic and isometric drawings, it is important to understand the background of these types of drawings. Orthographic drawings are 2D drawings and they appear flat and only one view of the object is visible at a time. 3D objects are showing more than one view at a time, and we break it up into three types of drawings, which is oblique drawings, and these can be drawn at basically any angle apart from 30 degrees. Isometric drawings, of which the base is always drawn at an angle of 30 degrees to the left and right, and perspective drawings, which disappear into the background to a single point. On this presentation, we see a 2D and 3D object, and it's obvious to see certain differences between the two. On the left, with the 2D object, which is a little face, it looks like a sticker that can be pasted onto a flat surface. Only one side of this object is visible. On the right hand side, we see the round cylinder that shows edges, and it shows a rounding at those edges. It also appears to have depth, and more than one of the views of that object is visible. Here is another example to show the difference between 2D and 3D objects. On the left hand side, we have a side view of a car. When we look at the car, we can only see the side and none of the other views. It is like taking a picture of the side of the car and pasting it to a wall. On the right hand side, we see a 3D image of a table. The top of the table appears to have depth and disappear to the background, and we also see the front side of the table. This is an example of a wooden block. On the right hand side, we are looking at three faces of the wooden block simultaneously. The base of this wooden block is drawn at an angle of 30 degrees to the left and to the right. And now we call this an isometric view of the wooden block. We have pasted a little face on one of the sides of the wooden block. On the left hand side, we see that face that has been pasted onto one of the sides, and we are looking at it now at an angle of 90 degrees, and we only see one view of the block. Therefore, we have drawn this drawing on the left hand side in 2D, or we can also say this is an orthographic view of that side of the wooden block. In grade 8 and 9 technology and technical drawings, all the drawings that we discuss will either be in 2D or 3D. All the drawings will show either a single view, which is 2D drawings, or multiple views of the same object, which we call 3D objects or 3D drawings. 2D drawings are called orthographic drawings, and 3D drawings are called isometric or pictorial drawings. Other examples of pictorial drawings apart from isometric drawings are oblique drawings and perspective drawings, as mentioned earlier. Here we are looking at another example of a wooden block. This model is a little bit more interesting because it's got some curvatures. On the right hand side, we see the 3D view of the block, where we see more than one of the sides of the block simultaneously, and on the left hand side we only see the one side of the wooden block. And it is also clear to see the actual curvature of the model on the 2D view. On the 3D view, it would be a little bit more difficult to see the exact curvature and size of the block because we are looking at it in 3D. Let's discuss the detail of 2D and orthographic drawings in a little bit more detail. As mentioned before, only one side of the object is visible at a time, and each view is seen separately. We mainly make use of either the front view, the side view, or the top view. And each of these views are viewed at an angle of 90 degrees. It is also important to note that with a side view, we can either ask you the left or the right side view. With 3D drawings, or in other words isometric drawings, all of the main sides of the object is visible at the same time. We mainly make use of the front view, the side view, which could be either the left or right side view, and the top view. All sides of the object is viewed at an angle of 30 degrees. These drawings are also known as pictorial drawings, and the 3D drawings not drawn at an angle of 30 degrees but still showing three views is known for oblique drawings or perspective drawings. Congratulations, you have successfully completed the first tutorial in the second series of the Grade 8 Technology and Engineering Graphics and Design workbook.